Previously on ARK Totality. It's been a while since we've been here. Here's what's gone on. Let's just say I accidentally deleted the game. And so I was looking for backups, and I found this one. This backup of ARK Totality. Unfortunately, I couldn't save the character. So we've got a level 88 sleeping Lordrak here, and I am now Lordrak 2.0. So we're close to where we were. I'm just going to go around trying to gather up some levels. All right, I managed to get a Argentavis down. This one is a male, level 24. Look at that. It's not bad. Not bad. All right, welcome back everybody to KnowItAllDM Entertainment. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, playing more ARK Totality. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I hope you enjoy what you see, and yeah, I do have a new dino. It's this nice little moss chops here. I was out trying to gather some crop seeds for our garden up here that we built a few episodes ago, and I came upon the realization that the Therizino will not gather crop seeds. They'll gather the other seeds, but they will not gather crop seeds. Savaroot, Rockyrot, Citronelle, or Longgrass. They won't gather these seeds. And so I was going around. I went around the entire swamp over there on the right and all the way down the swamp, gathering up, you know, the plants and everything with him, biting at them. I was getting berries and berry seeds left and right, but no crop seeds. Everyone stopped following me. And so I figured out that the reason is that he doesn't gather them, because I would just, if I got off my, if I got off of him and just started using the basic, you know, just E to gather, I started gathering a few. And I'm like, why will it not gather crop seeds? And I don't know. But I happened upon this little moss chops, and he's level 40 now. He's gained like 15 levels since I started gathering berries. And berries and seeds and such, but maybe 10 levels, I don't know. But he only took one Mejo berry to tame, and he'll gather, you know, he gathered most of these seeds. So yeah, that's interesting thing. So what I'm planning to do, I went ahead and I planted some narco berries here and here, and I think those will regain the seed even after it goes away. But I want, let's see, how many plots do I have? I've got 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over there. So that's 12, 14 total. I think what I'm going to do, oh, 15 total. I think what I'm going to do is here, I might put a, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a stem berry seed here. And then I'm going to try to put the rest of these along here. So let's see, if I'm going with 14, that's 3.5 each. So let's just do 3 each. I don't have enough fertilizer for it, so I'm going to start with 1 each. I'm going to put, what was that? That was long grass there. I'm going to put a citronelle here. And then down here, I'm going to put a savaroot. And a rockyrot. So I've got 1 of each planted along here, and how much fertilizer? Just 2 left. All right, so what I'm gonna do really what I need to do is get a preserving bin up here now that seeds spoil. Let's just see this berry bag. Got some. Let's go out real quick and gather some more berries. This thing will gather berries faster, but it's like I said, it doesn't gather the seeds, which was weird. Let me just move everything over to here for now. Okay. So I'm gonna need to get thatch. I'll get thatch with do I have a thatch gatherer, or have I just been using my my pick? I think I've just been using my pick. Okay, so I'll have you follow me. I'm gonna just use my pick to get some good amounts of thatch, because we're gonna need a lot of thatch. I don't know the exact thatch to poop ratio for the fertilizer bins, but and these trees will grow back, so okay, that's a decent amount. Okay, you're gonna have to follow me. All right, so I've got some thatch. We're gonna need, we've got 3 bins. Let's see if I can get 200 in each bin. 400 actually is what I'm wanting. 2 stacks of 200. So I'll get a little bit more thatch. Go ahead and give me those. You can take that and that back. All right, you can just start eating these. All right. Grab all the poop. All right. And the rest of the poop is going to just go to waste. So go. Anything, nothing really valuable in here. Okay, let's see. I might have a preserving bin back down there. Let's go ahead. All right, I'm gonna have you follow me, and you can just drop all those because I don't need any of those. And we'll just sort of slide down here. I don't want to get stuck behind Pandora's box. There we go. We'll just come on over here. Bring you into here. Awesome. You can stop following me, and where's the moss chops? And I'm gonna need a name for my moss chops. Right now, I'm just gonna keep him called moss chops. Actually, let's do this. We will. I've been increasing his sap. But I think I'm also, I wish there was like seeds or something that you could increase. I think I'm going to do those as well. I'm not really worried about that. But let's change his name. Cedar, because he gathers the seeds we need. So I should be able to go around here and gather the seeds we need, but for now, let's just go ahead and bring him right up into here. There's really no need to have him in a stall or anything, but okay. Grab all that. Now I'm encumbered. Okay. Let's go see if there's a preserving bin, and if not, we will make one. If we had an extra one, it would be in here. I don't see a preserving bin. So let's go ahead and we'll put what we can in here. I don't think... Got mejoberry seeds. I don't need those. But for now, we're going to put our important seeds in there. I did get all this metal. I realized that the Therizino's bite gets a lot of metal. This was just from one tech parasaur. Yeah, pretty cool. So that, and that goes in here. I've got a lot of those. Rare flowers can go in here with the mushrooms. I can get a lot of rare flowers with Xeno, though. And the mushrooms, really. So, I'm not too worried about those. Let's go see if the hide I can... why does it say set pin code? Obviously, I could access it before. That's kind of weird. Alright, let's just do this. And give me all that. And let's go ahead. I'm pretty sure I have... No, I don't have any, well, I can make storage. I'll have to relearn it. Storage box. Fiber, we've got some of that in here. Right, and I can now put this there. Right, and then put that back in. That won't fit. Okay, that's fine. Rename. Hide. And I shouldn't ever have a problem with that again. Okay, I think it was just a little too far back, and for some reason I used to be able to access it and now I couldn't. But anyway, metal storage, let's put all that in there. We'll go ahead and put our extra wood and thatch and fiber. I'm trying to get all these filled up. Titan, so that I'll always have what we need. Metal, stone, flint. All right, the dyes go in there. That is superfluous. Let's see, weapons and tools. See, do I have raw meat in here? Right. I think the rest of this we can just drop. I'm going to need to get more space for those. I've already got that. So I can put this and this in here. I can drop those because I'm dropping any cloth armor that is that's below 10 or below 11. Let's see, what's our lowest cloth armor? Probably these. I'm just going to drop one of the 11s. Okay. And stone. And then charcoal in there. Okay. Inventory has been organized. Now, in order to craft a preserving bin, all right, fiber, stone, thatch, and wood. I'm going to need more stone than that, probably. Nope, that's plenty of stone. So, stack of wood, stack of thatch, stack of fiber. Put the fiber back, put the thatch back, put the wood back, put the stone back, grab 5 stacks of spark powder, so I will never have to worry about it. Let's grab what we need to take up there from this preserving bin, namely the seeds. All right. And let's go get our Argentavis. Now, we haven't named the Argentavis either. And when I tamed the first one before everything messed up and we had to restart, I had a name for it, but I don't know what I want to name this one just yet. So if you guys have a name for the Argentavis, leave it in a comment down below and let me know, and I'll take a pick from the options. So really, I'm going to put the preserving bin out here. And let's just do this just to... Alright. There we go. And then we should be able to put those in there, and they will last longer than they otherwise would have. In these, we got torches in those. That stuff in there. I'm going to store extra fertilizer in here. Let's see if have we started getting yet? Not yet. That's fine. Let me go grab just a little bit more thatch to put in that last one, so they all have the same amount of resources in it. So here we'll just pop that in there. Not quite the same. Let's come grab these trees, and that will... That's weird. There we go. Okay. So, now that we've got that done, I wanted to get all this done off camera, but I decided to bring you back because I had to tame a dino in order to do it and let you guys know that the Therizino does not gather what we needed to gather. Okay. So, our plans for today. Really? Again? Really? This happened on my first one. I don't know why it does this, but there. And now we're down. Okay. I haven't had any problems until now, but, alright. I did go ahead and put my old self in a cage. The original lore drag is sleeping off a hangover in this cage here. He's level 88. I'm level 88. Our stats are identical now, so I am pretty much back to exactly where I was. So that's good. I do have, let's see, a little difference in what we had in the previous one. I put this underneath here, rather than have it visible inside here. And I haven't built the little mammoth area that I had in here before. But other than that, not much is different in here. So, today, what I was wanting to do is I want to head into the cave there and go a little further down than we have in the past. I'm wanting to see what we have done in there. So, all right, now some of this can be put in here, like so. The hair is going to go down. Actually, no, yeah, the hair is going to go down to the smithy area. I do want a ranged weapon. I don't know what happened to my other good pistol, but let's head down into here. I should be able to make a good pistol. I believe I have a blueprint for one. And it may be lying around somewhere, but I haven't been able to find it. So let's see. Pistol blueprint. All right, I'm gonna need hide and wood. So we've got hide and wood. Not a lot of wood. Is that going to be enough? Or am I going to have to bring some up here? That's good. Take hide and wood. Put them back. Organization is key. Alright. There we go. Now that I have this, let's put this back up there. I am going to need ammunition for it, and I don't have a blueprint for the ammunition. They do exist, I just don't have one. So, what I'm going to need, simple bullet. Weapons, ammo, bullets. I'm going to need gunpowder. I've got a decent amount of charcoal in here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And is that 2 to 1 or 1 to 1? 11. All right, and really what I'm going to do, let's do all right, and then over here, let's take half of those and put them here. So that's making 150. This is making 150. And this is making 200 and something. So if I go ahead and take those, that, and then this, and that ought to make it equally. I really should have brought the metal down in here. I think I'm going to go do that real quick. Head back up, get the metal. Do I have hair pelt right there? All right, let's get back up here. And I'm going to go grab the metal from up there. I don't know if I'll be able to carry it all in one trip. And then I'll bring the metal down and start it smelting. There we go. I might have to put the shield down. We'll see. Metal. Nope, I'm good. All right. All right, so we're coming back down here to get this metal started. I'm just using this one here for now. It'll smelt both of those at the same time, so we're good with that. Really, let me take half of this, put it over here, so we can get that going twice as fast. Now that we have gunpowder, take what we have. All right. Weapons, ammo, bullets. I can make a good amount of bullets that we can use because I'm going to want to use those to try to fight some of these, or to be able to aggro things so that we don't have to fight everything at once by rushing in there, because that is a bad idea. All right, we've got 50 bullets at the moment, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do this, and we should some of these come on. All right. That wasn't bad. Okay, and we can put our gathered resources in here. Hide, pearls, hair, Titan keratin. Meat in here. Let's gather grab one stack of 100 spark powder. Okay. Start that making up. Alright, got all those. Let's grab the rest of the gunpowder and have it. Now, I should be high enough level to learn this, and then this, which will learn the bullets as well. Right now, I'm not too worried about the... I don't have the metal, but I am getting it right here. Alright. I got the metal. I need hide and wood. We don't have enough wood right now. We'll have to go get that. So I'm going to hold off on making this or the bullets for it. This is actually still a really good weapon, especially against... There we go. Take those and that. I don't need anything else from that. Okay. This stuff's actually working pretty good. Let's see. Hide. go. Is this one empty? No. Okay. We can put more meat over here. My health is doing great. Get it to face us. All right. Scorpion. Wow, this is a high level scorpion. Alright, I'm coming into here because my torpor is getting kind of high. There we go. That way I don't die, and then I can go back out and get the scorpions in a minute. They really shouldn't be able to damage anything on the smithy area, apart from maybe the storage things that are up there, or the mortar and pestle. But my torpor didn't go up too high. I should be waking up momentarily. And instead of going out the door, I'm going to go out the ladder, so I'll be a little further away from where they were. Go ahead and get this. Alright, scorpions. Did they run back down there, or are they up this way? Or did they just despawn altogether? There's a dead one. That, I think, was the level 4. I don't think I killed that higher level one. Did it come up this way? Wandering around? Yeah. Ooh, there they are. Did it see me, or did it just... I know I've hit all of them at least once. That's weird. Okay. Alright, that's all the scorpions. Arrows, nothing else worth it. And you... that's worth it. Okay. I'll put this in there. Chitin keratin over here. Meat. We should be good with the... That metal's still going. That metal's still going. Okay. Metal is going. Now we'll put some stone in there, and we'll just put the flint for now. I'll probably move it later. Alright. Anything? Okay. Any other dilos? Okay. Very nice. All right, let's avoid those if we can. Okay, I have started building over that direction. Get back ways. Reload. All right. I'll refill my water thing later. I think that scorpion was trying to get to me and fell off the thing. Okay. Get back up here, reload. Come on, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Now we've got one bat here. Is it not going to come flying around the corner? Okay. Get back up this way a bit so the other bats. Okay. Was I far enough away, or are the other bats going to come after? All right. Very nice, very nice. There is a bat over there. Don't know if... Yep, there's one. Right, I'm gonna get my melee up to 200 because that's what I'm using a lot in the cave. Is I'm running out of bullets. I really need to make more. Ah. Alright, I even went over that way. Alright, let's see what we've got over this way of respawning things. Alright, we've got obsidian. Looks like it's respawning because it's far enough away from the foundation. That's good. We've got metal. That's good. I'm not going to gather up any right now, but at least I know it's here. once we get our Anki, I do want to head that way. So what I'm going to have to do... Alright. Let me get some more bullets and then come back and take care of these bats. Because right now I'm really just trying to see what we've done. Weapons, ammo, all that. We should be able to head back down in here and take a look at getting rid of these. Okay, why were those not hitting? No. All right, let's run up here. All right. Go. Still have not figured out how bats can carry what you call them, the metal axes and such. Alright. Let's go ahead, come over here, drink. Go. Eventually, I'm gonna need... eventually I'm gonna need to expand the water down here. But for now, take a look at what we got over this way. I've already gone over that way. So let's see what this side looks like. Scorpion in the wall. Okay. So I've got these. It looks like whatever fuel was in it was burned out, but I have this so that we can come over into here. And it looks like I've gone ahead and built this bridge across here. I've done a good amount of what I wanted to do. All right. I love this cave. So it does look like what I planned on doing, if I remember correctly, is I wanted to expand this bridge out a little into a sort of, put a full-on structure here. Not worrying about the crystal regrowing or anything. Get rid of the crystal and build a structure in here. Something I would call Midway Station. That has a dino gate that leads into it, maybe. And where the Anki can be housed here. So our Anki can then go out this way, probably building... I don't know if I would build bridges and stuff out that way, or if it would just, you know, if I would just go along the regular path. Or maybe just build a small hut off to the side and have the Yankee stored out in the open. Maybe put some railings around here so that it won't fall off the edge for any reason. Yeah, I'll figure all that out once I actually start working on it. But I just wanted this episode to be coming into the cave, killing some things, trying to get out here to see what all we will be, what all we've done and what all we need to do. So we've built the bridge for the Anki to get across. Okay. Very nice, very nice. So I think next episode, we're going to be gathering up resources to build the Midway Station area and building that up. We'll probably gather the resources off camera and then build that up later. I do want to get some torches out here. I'll probably have to remember to bring them down here later in the next episode, because we've been going for a good bit. I've been trying to make these episodes between close to 30 to 45 minutes, so we shouldn't have much of an issue once we come back in here to build. Let's go take a look and see what... let's go ahead and put resources away in here. I'm just going to go ahead and turn that off and take these. Chitin keratin. Hide storage. And then I'll put another one of these over here. Take the meat with us. Alright, are these done? They are done. That. And take that. Metal into there. That's good. Okay. We got all the gunpowder used. Okay, let's head on back up, see what types of stone structures we have. There is this board in here which was telling me what I wanted to do. Build bridges in cave, which is not completely done, but bridge parts and all that. Craft metal shield, metal sword, obtain artifact of the massive. All of that down there is all we have to do to get them. In fact, we could really go in there and get it if we wanted to right now. But for now, let's do this. Take those. We do have some. We've got 4 foundations. I'm just gonna have to do some building stuff in the cave to figure out what exactly I want to do with that. We're gonna have to get this shield repaired. You can see it's almost done. So I'll go ahead and put all that in there. Because the gun's going to be mainly for use in the cave. I'm not really going to need it so much outside of the cave. Weapons, we got some arrows. Armor, we got a 12 hat. What is my current hat? 11. So that hat, I can actually go ahead and use 11.7. We'll get rid of this one. Equip that one, put this one in here, and then grab our red dye. Bam. There we go. And then the extra cooked meat will go in here. Raw meat I'll put in here. And the rest of this raw meat I don't at the moment have anyone that eats raw meat, so I'm just gonna chuck it. Maybe next episode we'll take, now that we know what we have to do in the cave, and we've been doing some cave stuff in the last few episodes, even though it's been a while for me. I think next episode, what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and take Flynette out to a good flint gathering area, which is probably along this area in here. That's a great place to gather flint and stone. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, next episode, head down here, set up a little area for Flynette, and maybe I might make a dedicated flint barge or whatever down here, made for gathering. Well, what I'll probably end up doing, I can set it up so that I can use the Argentavis to travel back and forth rather than a raft. I'll have to take Flynette out on a raft, but then we'll set up the area for flint and stone gathering, particularly flint gathering. And now, you see, I'm gonna have to try the barge again, because there's been an update recently, a couple of updates really, and when we were doing our multiplayer, a similar aspect to that barge, it just didn't work. You couldn't go into the river the way you used to. So I'm gonna have to try that out, see if it still works. If it does, then everything's fine. If it doesn't, I'll have to take the Dodic and take the Dodic probably along with Flynette down to the stone flint area and set it up so that I can gather flint and stone, and then just use the Argentavis here to carry back and forth. Let's start getting its weight up, because that's going to be a necessary thing. I want to get its weight to about 1,000 at least, so that way we can have a really good bird. I may end up taking the Argentavis out and doing some trying to do some leveling with it, trying to get its level up so that we can get the weight as high as we can. 7,500 would be, you know, okay, I guess, but eventually I want it all the way up to at least 1,000. Its stamina is good. I'm gonna see what its stamina requires to fly back and forth from the little area down there in one flight without having to stop while sprinting. So that way we can just get it going. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these Pelagorni. As you can see, their health is lower than it was before, because I have the settings set back a little bit, back to the normal. So all of my Pelagorni's health is lower, and obviously that means all my other dinos' healths are lower too than they have been in the past. So, but I think this is the standard for it. So in any case, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope everybody enjoyed the episode. We did a decent amount. We got some seeds and stuff from that at the very beginning of the episode. We delved into the dungeon down there to try to set up our decide what we're going to do with our cave system. And I mean, I guess for you guys it hasn't been a whole lot of time, but for me it's been a couple of hours of work. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button for me. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section down below. If you have any suggestions on the name for the Argentavis or I guess the Ankylo, because the Ankylo's not been named, leave comments in the comment section down below. As always, I'm KnowItAllDM, and y'all have a good day now.